Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Whose Online Is It Anyway, where the community guidelines are made up and the facts don't matter. I'm Toxic Male, and here's your host with the most booze, Terrence Popp.
You raging rump rangers. Today we got some good stuff going on because times is crazy, and we are not going to run out of insane shit anytime soon.
Damn right.
And we're going to be talking about this story hour stuff.
A little bit. But first, I think we need to discuss what's probably on some people's minds if they've not been around for the past couple of weeks, don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest. This main channel, it's got 2 strikes on it.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we're going to be building the other channel, so we're not going to stream to the big one until those strikes drop off. This is the last one. Just to let you guys know what's going on. And basically, anywhere between 50 minutes and an hour and 10 minutes, depending upon where we are, we're going to terminate on YouTube, and you can watch the rest of it on the alt channels, since a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about there is things that big tech doesn't like.
Yeah, they're verboten, to use a familiar German expression.
Yeah, so we took a page out of the Crowder book, and that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, because evidently, and there's no rhyme or reason to it, there are just things that you are not allowed to talk about in a country that supposedly has free speech.
Correct.
And there's not really a whole lot we can do about it, apparently, because our last strike was for a video that is still on YouTube, still fully monetized, and never had the allegedly offensive link removed from its description. I went ahead and did it because that was their problem. But they have since, after 2 weeks, still refused to address the appeal, which is just bizarre, because usually if they're going to deny your appeal, within 72 hours, they're like, heh. 2 weeks, haven't even looked at it, haven't given it a second thought.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be contacting our attorney, and see if he can contact the class action attorneys and find out exactly what their argument is.
I'm not really sure they're going to have one.
I don't know either. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but if we can add our name to the list, why not?
Yeah, why not? Because I think this is something that's going to be ongoing, and the only thing that's going to teach them what's what are consequences.
They're going to have to take it in the butt.
What in the butt, baby?
Yeah, they're going to F and the A. That's just the way it's got to play.
Yeah, if you know what I say. Unless you're...
Can't go there.
You can't even go there on this channel. Oh, we're going to get banned.
But anyway, that's what's going on. How many people we have watching?
Already up over 400. Thank you all for tuning in. Most important thing that we can let you guys know is that if you want to keep watching the stream, watching the material, we appreciate everybody who tunes in, but you don't want to leave YouTube, okay? You need to go to youtube.com/TerrencePoppCulture and youtube.com/Grunt Speak. Subscribe to those channels, and therefore, while all of this mess is getting sorted out over the next few months, on YouTube at least, you'll be able to watch everything that we put out. As long as it's not verboten. That's what new tech is for.
Yeah, and we might have to make some changes in how that all works out too, depending upon what like this whole environment is fluid.
Yeah.
And I'm conducting this as an unconventional warfare thing.
Yep.
So
in your mind, everything is war.
Everything is war. It's weird.
Yep.
It is. It truly is. Everything in my mind is war.
You even have like war to sleep.
Yeah. Actually, I put on scary stuff. It relaxes me.
What kind of scary stuff? Like the supernatural channels, or
like when there's this one channel called Raven Reads where she reads like scary stories.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a black screen, so I turn it down so I could barely hear her. And I'm like, I was sleeping, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And I have some, because I always have nightmares, but those are the best nightmares.
Yeah, you're like you're the dude who understands it when Ray, gets seduced by the ghost in Ghostbusters. You're like, yeah, this is good stuff.
I was just like, yeah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't judge. We do what we do.
No, like the scary stuff, the scary nightmares, they're nothing compared to like my normal nightmares. So it's like relaxing.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend that isn't weird. It's pretty damn weird, bro.
I'll be like, please, just don't give me the standard nightmare. Yeah. Oh, I'm being attacked.
I want a good nightmare.
Yeah, I want a good.
If there is such a thing.
Being attacked by a mummy. So relaxing.
It could be worse. You could be getting attacked in South Africa.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. First of all, let's break into this here. All right. Over the past 30 years, South Africa has been basically going downhill. It's been following on the footsteps of Zimbabwe, and it will be there soon. Like literally, I was watching. We can't show the footage that they had, even though it's on other channels on YouTube, but I dare not put it on our channel.
Violent and insightful content.
But there's actual video coverage of the police looting and burning. I mean, you're effed in the A when the cops are like, "Fuck it, it's going on, it's going down."
Well, I mean, when you looked at what's been going on here for the past year and some change now, would you have at all been shocked if they, cut to footage of Detroit, Seattle, and you saw, like the mayor out there looting with the residents? Would it have shocked you at all?
No.
No.
No, they marched with them anyway.
Of course, yeah.
Where was it? Was that Portland where they were attacking a federal building for weeks on end?
Oh, yeah.
He actually marched with them down there.
Of course.
What an idiot.
And then, our stunning and brave governor, who totally doesn't have a penis, she marched with BLM. From what I could tell, no masks, no nothing, no observing social distancing. But of course, this was during the time when, if you were a small business, not a corporate donor, you had to close down. It wasn't safe. Yeah, it was a biological bomb if you open your store. But Walmart, all of the big chain stores, that's totally fine. And apparently, burning, looting, and murdering is fine.
Yeah, and there's gonna be an assload of lawsuits here over that.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sorry, the governor does not have the right to make an edict and tell you what is necessary business and what isn't.
No. They need to write up some serious legislation. And
I mean, if they're going to put down some laws that say, hey, but they did. It doesn't exist.
No.
So.
And then just to recap here, like from the very front of it, police in South Africa say that 72 people have been evicted from their meat suits and over 1,200 and arrested in unrest set off by the imprisonment of former President Jacob Zuma. In a statement Tuesday night, Police Major General Mathapelo Peters said Mathapelo Peters, that's a very interesting name.
Can we see a picture of President Jacob Zuma?
If they have one here. He said many of these deaths were caused by stampedes when shops were being looted. So a lot of these people were crushed to death.
That's not a good way to go.
Now, that looks like it's just some of that. This must be the dude here, the Jacob Zuma guy.
I don't know.
Corruption trial for former South African leader. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Fascinating. So, just once again proving what we all already know.
South Africa is going to turn into Detroit.
Well, think about it. All of these 1619 vision, like a history revisionists who say that, the United States was truly founded at the beginning of slavery, which, by the way, the first American slave owner was a black dude named Anthony Johnson.
And that was back in the 1600s.
Yeah, the 1600s.
1600s.
Yeah. They claim that this country became what it is specifically due to the efforts of those who were brought over here against their will on boats. I submit Africa as the counterpoint to that. Because if slavery truly builds a nation and makes it the most powerful military and economic force on the face of the earth, then Africa and the Middle East would be second to none.
That's absolutely correct.
So your argument isn't just invalid. It
doesn't exist.
It's about to burn down your house because you have stuff and I want it.
Well, here's another thing about Africa. Like, I spent some time in Northern Africa through my career, and I've, a little bit on the western coast.
Yeah.
And when you go to some of those countries that were former colonies, they have things like well laid out cities and sewer systems and roads and freeways and cisterns and a water system and infrastructure put in place. And you go to some of the other countries who were never colonized, or there was very little activity going on from the countries that were operating back in the 1800s in Africa.
Yeah.
Those countries are dust bowls.
Not shocked.
There's nothing. And there's always civil war, and there's always crazy shit going on in Africa.
We all know that the left doesn't really have an argument, and every argument they make is from a point of view of solipsism.
And you want to know what's going to blow everyone. Everyone's going to get really pissed off at these next words. But
oh, you go for it, dude.
Listen, when this country finally goes under financially and goes bankrupt, and we're no longer flipping the bill for all those free aid medication, all the AIDS medication that's going to Africa.
Yeah.
Africa is going to pretty much cease to exist in 20 years. Because if they don't get the itchy scratchy medicine, they're going to be trading in their meat suits.
Itchy scratchy.
I'm serious. They're going to be trading in their meat suits at Congo breakneck speed.
I thought it was Kenyan breakneck speed.
Whatever.
It was Wakanda forever.
I'm just saying that is what's going to happen.
I'm just saying.
Before they came up with the cocktail.
Yeah.
There's a couple countries that were lined up to have virtually the entire adult population die off in 7 years.
Whew. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Sounds downright utopian if you're a Democrat.
Well, the Hipple-HIV down there is a different strain, and it actually spreads faster. And
the Ebola that seems to have the outbreak there every few years.
It keeps coming back, yeah. But, I saw some of that footage. There were thousands of people, whole malls just smashed up and bare, cars on fire. They even had city blocks that had organized their own, people to defend them, and who were firing on these looters. That is what's going to happen here if there's a total breakdown like that.
Ooh.
That is what's going to come in behind the police, and then they are not going to like those results.
Oh, of course not. That's just how things go. It's much easier to create a problem and then bitch about it than it is to actually try to apply a solution and, prevent.
Well, the left, their solution is to blame.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, listen, we can do a whole show on this. We're not going to get into it. But the whole thing is just annoying.
Of course it is. It's just, and especially when you see the people who are the ones who are constantly trying to point a finger at what the problem is, clearly have no idea what the problem is. And if you pin all of your hopes on a solution that has nothing to do with the problem, and then it fails,
well, the core problem,
they're just going to keep the grift going.
Well, the core problem is that they've destroyed the nuclear family. until you make some steps to try to fix that, it's not going to get fixed.
Yeah, and Marxism, definitely not going to fix that.
No. That's going to...
In fact, I believe one of Marxism's goals is the destruction of the family. So you're definitely not going to rob Peter to pay Paul on that one.
That's going to be one huge shit show.
You're going to take a dump all over your head. We're up to 642 people. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome,
all right!
Welcome back to the game. It's been a couple weeks since we were able to broadcast on this channel, and we still don't know why.
Listen, just stop kicking the dead horse. We can only do what we can do.
We can only do what we can do.
We will not be streaming to this one for a minimum of 2 months.
Yep.
We have to wait for the strikes to drop off.
Yeah, they're going to be dropping off in September. Hopefully, eventually, they decide to review that appeal, and then that one goes away, and then we only have to worry about one. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is an interesting one. It's
go.
actually the
the
name of the stream.
First of all, this is not the first time that they've talked about stuff in the water.
No.
Okay, this is what crystal meth.
Yeah, methamphetamine addiction. Yeah.
Well, check this out. I mean, they're finding Prozac, birth control hormones, stuff. Because it goes to the water treatment plant.
Yep.
They treat it, but they only get rid of like
viruses and bacteria
for the most part, and then they release the rest of it out.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
they're off to, and then you have fish with 4 tits. I mean,
did you guys know that if you drink tap water from your municipal water supply, it is laced with estradiol, which is urinated out of women who take birth control pills. It doesn't get filtered out in the process unless you have an activated charcoal filter, and you drink it. And gee, I wonder why we have the lowest testosterone among men ever.
Yeah, I just got a lump of vomit. That was really...
You're drinking birth control piss.
Oh, God. God damn it, that is just horrible.
There was a whole book written about it. I'm trying to remember the name of it offhand. I can't right now, but I will link it in the description afterwards if I can recall the title.
Yeah, they're going to have to redo the whole water treatment thing to take care of the chemicals after this.
Yeah.
Because the design they're using now, they came up with in the early 1900s when they didn't really know about all the other shit.
Yeah, they definitely need to work on that.
Yeah.
I think an
I know we have the
charcoal system would be
technology to do it. I know we can do it.
Yeah. It would require actual infrastructure, something that the Biden administration has no interest in pursuing.
Yeah.
They just want money for their butt buddies.
Yeah, they're going to give all that money away. We're getting robbed.
Yep.
But hey, that's not this show.
No.
We can talk about that on the back hour.
Meth-laced human sewage that enters into waterways is capable of causing drug addiction among fish, according to researchers who studied a shoal of tweaked-out trout.
Yeah, I mean, it's high enough. You're making fish high.
Yep.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Evidently,
that's a lot of meth, bro.
It's a lot of meth. I guess this is a Czechoslovakian research group. They looked at 60 brown trout, 2 groups. They were placed in separate holding tanks for 8 weeks. One of the aquariums contained meth levels commonly found in freshwater rivers, while the other tank was drug-free. Both environments, aside from that, were identical. The researchers then transferred all the trout into a shared freshwater tank. The meth-accustomed fish were less active than their straight-edge counterparts, suggesting that they may have been experiencing anxiety or other withdrawal symptoms. These behavioral differences lasted for about 96 hours until the drug was no longer detected in the tweaked-out fish. It's like guppy rehab, man.
Oh, my God. That's messed up, man.
It really is.
Yeah, that's messed up, man.
Just ask what's in your water supply, man. I mean, I'm sure it's more than birth control piss.
Well, I know that we have Prozac. We have all kinds of prescription medicine in ours now because they're not taking steps to get that out of the water supply.
No, they don't care.
Well, like I said, it was designed in the early 1900s. They need to redesign it, and that's going to cost a lot of money.
Well, and they don't care. Because testosterone levels in men go down, they become more open to the post-hypnotic suggestion that is modern Marxism. And
yep, yeah, you're
bad
correct.
News bears.
You are correct.
Bad news Bears.
Bummer.
Bummer. But that brings us to
Here we
your daily lump of vomit.
Dad, I'm scared.
You love that graphic, man.
Dude, that's great. That's ingenious.
It's time for your favorite article of the week, Pop.
Oh my God.
Is there anything that you want to say before we
right.
shove everyone's face in this like they just shit on the carpet?
All right. First of all, men on average, American men to live what? They live to what? 72?
72, yeah.
Okay. And women live to 78.
Yep.
6 years. All right. Now, they're saying these women live the additional 6 years because they're emotionally stable and they talk to their friends.
Yeah, that's why a third of them are on
Right.
head meds.
Now, when we show you this next article, I am going to make the case for it is better to die at 72.
Men's cuddling group aims to redefine masculinity and heal trauma.
Okay, so I guess they're spelling masculinity Pussy.
Well, it's
Just
a
saying.
lot easier to spell that way.
Yeah.
The 2-year-old group draws men from various backgrounds. A 37-year-old Mormon who works as an airport gate agent, a 57-year-old married father of 3, and a 62-year-old retiree. Just to name
Download Dan.
Download Dan. Oh, Download Dan.
Ah,
Peter Puffer.
sorry.
Twice a month, half a dozen men gather in Plymouth meeting to help each other work through past traumas. Their chosen method of healing? Cuddles. It may seem odd, but members of the men's therapeutic cuddle group, MTCG, Men Touching Cock Group, say the practice has helped them cope with everything from childhood schmexual abuse to the loss of family members when they were young.
Listen, all right, my heart. If you've been sexually abused when you were younger, my heart goes out to you.
Oh, of course.
I've never had to deal with that. I don't think I would handle that well. But yeah, everyone goes through shit. Like relatives die, people, parents get divorced. I mean, there's all kinds of horrible shit that goes on.
Yeah.
That you're just gonna have to And when you're growing up as a dude, what is the typical answer? You'll be fine. Suck it up. Drive on.
Walk it off.
Yeah, you'll be all right. And you know what? It works. I mean, we've been chugging along now for 6,000 plus years across plagues and natural disasters and all kinds of wars fought with sticks and stones all the way up to atomic bombs.
Yep.
And we're still here.
We're still here.
And men weren't cuddling before this, and they don't need to do it now.
There's other people you can cuddle with, bro.
Like
I'm
your
just
woman.
saying. Yeah, you could go pay a little, Asian woman, with thick wrists to beat you up for a half an hour.
Or walk on your back.
Walk on your back, or
And then some.
you pay her an extra $50 and she'll
For that, and then some.
give you the cranky anchor surprise. There are other ways to decompress besides snuggling furries.
Yeah. The extra 50 from the turn the crank on your spank box.
Cha-ching! Cha-ching!
That's what it is.
It is what it is. It's a little. I'll read a little bit more here. The 2-year-old group draws men from various backgrounds. There's a range of schmexual orientations.
That's not a shocker.
I would say that those range from slightly gay to super gay.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just gay.
At a time when traditional ideas of manhood are facing scrutiny and such terms as toxic masculinity are becoming more widely known through the Me Too movement, the group aims to provide new ways for men to express themselves.
Yeah, I prefer the old way. It's called Fight Club.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, nothing quite helps you hone your focus and paying attention in the moment like dodging a fist flying at your face.
Yeah, when I was having a bad day, I used to go to the boxing gym in Royal Oak. It's long since closed down now. Put on my gear, get in the ring, and I'd spar for an hour. make six different dudes, and it worked. I felt great when I was done.
Good.
I can't do it anymore, but
Yeah.
it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, just like these guys.
Oh God, stop it!
Although the meetups are not open to the public, members must be interviewed and approved, the group held a demonstration for the Inquirer. At the beginning of the session, everyone agreed not to engage in sexual touch and to ask for consent before each action. They gathered in a huddle and breathed meditatively.
No.
The cuddling started with men pairing up to do the motorcycle holds. See, now that I think you're setting yourself up for a reach around.
Yeah, you're gonna get an invasion in your turd tunnel.
One man sits with his back against the other man's chest, as if they were riding together on a motorcycle. Some massaged their partner's shoulders or hands, while others stroked the other person's beard.
That's so weird.
Many closed their eyes as the room fell into silence. After 15 minutes, they switched to a new partner.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
This is what we call an all-guy group grope.
It's not good. It's not good, man.
Oh, no. For the second half of the session, the men cuddled into one large group in what they call a puppy pile. Men lay with their heads in each other's laps, chatted and joked, as they felt massive boners start to push on their heads.
Yeah, you know what? This is disturbing. I'm just saying, this is a sad state of affairs.
I mean, you know what? You do you, but this is weird.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to go hang out with dudes, I go to the VFW. We throw back some beers and throw some darts.
I mean, these guys aren't hurting anybody. Fine. I don't care. You know, like, if you feel like this is what you need to do, you do you.
This is weird.
It's just a little weird.
No, it's not a little weird.
Yeah.
This is a whole lot of weird.
Well, it's just like people, you know, it's almost like a kink, you know. Like, hey, you know, I'm not the kind of dude who, you know, digs it when, you know, like rope is wrapped around a woman's breasticles until they turn purple and they look like they're about to pop like a couple of gigantic pimples. But hey, you do you. I mean,
no. But this is what happens when you have eroded masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see more disgusting thing, and they're going to try to redefine it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I mean, women don't want that. Women don't want a crybaby, touchy-feely guy.
Well, they claim they do.
Yeah.
They'll,
maybe they do when they're 45,
Yeah.
and that's all they can get, and they need somebody to watch their shit.
They'll swear on a stack of Bibles they want a strong, sensitive man. But at the end of the day, if you cry in front of a woman, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's a done deal.
Jail.
Yeah. I've had what, half a dozen female commanders, and 4 of them would openly weep in front of people. I have never saw a dude commander get that upset. Never. If they're gonna blow their shit and start punching people, there's a couple times I had to pick them up and carry them out of the room and throw them down and shut the door. I'm like, now, sir, we're not walking. We're not leaving this room until you dial it from 12 back to 6 or something. 'Cause you're gonna punch somebody in the face and it's gonna go bad.
It's gonna go very bad, and we don't want any of that.
Yeah, I've done that probably a dozen times in 30 years.
Yeah. I was going to use a different link for this next story, but then I realized that one doesn't censor out the dishwasher safe man in the picture.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be safe about it.
Yeah, we can't.
I'll use this one instead.
That one's censored?
Yeah. And if you thought that that last bit was your lump of vomit, this one.
Before we go to this one.
Oh, you go right ahead, man.
Right.
I need to drink some of the peach.
Let's go back in time to when they were arguing for the gay marriage thing.
Yep.
Now, I personally don't care if 2 gay people want to enjoy all of the legal system but fuckery. Have at it.
Go for it.
Care less. I really just call it something other than marriage. Call it a civil union. Fine. I don't care. Do it at the courthouse. Don't force churches to do that if they don't want to.
Well, it's different. Marriage and matrimony are different things. Matrimony is the sacrament. Marriage is the legal contract.
What? Whatever. This is what you learn in your thing.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
We both grew up in the same sort of environment.
Yeah.
Your grandfather was a pastor.
I sat in on probably 150 weddings he did. when
Yeah.
I was growing up.
You know the deal.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember we're gonna go back to the townhouse to go to the pool.
Yeah.
So I go there, hang out, and then my grandmother, she went to the wedding, and me and my grandfather hung out until like 5 o'clock. The wedding was at 6. He like gets up, all right, let's go. He goes, puts on his like you're going to hell shirt, and and then I just tagged along and watched him, la, 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 and we were back hanging out by the pool by 7:30.
Nice. Sweet.
He didn't give no fucks. He's like, this is my day off. I have to do a wedding. All right, I'll do it. But he didn't want to hang out there all day, which I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
He was semi-retired at the time, so.
No, if you're retired.
No, semi-retired. He wasn't retired.
Semi-retired. I don't think I'll ever fully retire, unless I'm
can't.
physically incapable.
When he finally fully retired was because he just fell apart physically.
It's no fun, man. But to expand on what you were saying earlier, going back to the marriage equality thing. At the time, the argument that was made by a lot of conservatives, and of course the entire lamestream media just lambasted them for it, was, if we do this, what's next?
That's right.
And it's a conspiracy theory. This is literally all we want. It's like, no. We can go all the way back to the 20s and see exactly what happens when you give an inch with the left.
They just keep going and going. It's just nothing but a fight. They're never satisfied.
No, because as long as there's a fight to be had, even if it's complete weapons grade nonsense, there's money to be made. And that's why they have to constantly keep changing the definitions of words so that they can continue to find things like moacisms in places where they don't exist, and sexism and wage gaps and all these things that are completely mythical in modern society.
And they've been debunked more than Santa Claus.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you give them an inch.
Yeah, and we're going to actually put some links to some videos so you can watch all of that twerking in real time.
Yeah. This is a dude on the hunt for the angry inch right here. Actor in rainbow-colored monkey costume with fake penis, nipples, bare bottom appears at children's event in a London library and outrage erupts. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Videos and images shared on social media over the weekend showed members of Mandinga Arts at Redbridge Library's Summer Reading Challenge event at Good Maze Library in East London. That is extremely detailed. The paper said the monkey costume included a fake penis and a bare bottom. The Daily Mail reported that the costume was also adorned with fake nipples, so it was probably designed by Joel Schumacher before he died. The event was meant to encourage children to read. No, it would encourage me to run the hell away from the library and never come back.
That's called indoctrination.
Ugh.
That is straight up indoctrination.
And when you actually talk to them, they flat out admit it. After this stream is over, like always, there will be a pinned comment that will take you to redonkulas.com. You will find sources for everything that we're talking about. There is one video in particular we would never be able to get away with showing on this platform. So
is that the conservative?
It's literally banned.video. So you go to that link
do that.
after the stream, click on that video, just don't eat anything because you are going to want to violently spew it up.
Yeah, I mean, that was disturbing.
I mean, you're seeing little kids twerking. It's just...
Yeah, you don't show... I mean, all right, now don't get me... Let's get this straight. This is the stuff that happens in bars. This is like adult level entertainment.
Yep.
And I'm sure that afterwards there's all kinds of sex and drugs and drinking going on.
That's really funny.
That does not need to be done in front of children.
That's funny that you say that because you know who else agrees with what you're saying 10,000%? A drag queen.
Oh, that's right.
Hi, everybody. This is Kitty Demure, your friendly favorite conservative drag queen. Anyway.
For the record, I think that's an oxymoron, but it's just, I'm amazed that it exists.
Let's get something straight. I personally don't care. Whatever they want to do, they could do. Really,
Absolutely.
I don't care. But don't do it in front of kids.
And that's exactly what he is about to say.
I have another message for heterosexual women. The ones who have children. I have no idea why you want drag queens to read books to your children. I have no idea. What in the hell has a drag queen ever done to make you have so much respect for them and admire them so much? Other than put on makeup and jump on the floor and writhe around and do sexual things on stage. I have absolutely no idea why you would want that to influence your child. Would you want a stripper or a porn star to influence your child?
No.
Boom. And that's exactly what this leads to. This is a gateway drug for what Antifa now proudly endorses.
Well, the thing is,
the pedo.
A lot of the people who bring their kids to this kind of shit are single mothers.
Yep.
And they are monumentally terrible at raising boys to men.
They're monumentally terrible at raising people to adults, period.
Yeah, you are correct.
85% of the people in prison do not have a father at home.
Yeah, and most of the people in the nut houses and in the cemeteries from suicide.
Yeah.
Broken homes, products of single mothers.
Amen.
Bummer, but it's totally true.
Yeah. You want to listen to the rest of this
a little
takedown?
bit more,
Let's take a look.
It makes no sense at all. A drag queen performs in a nightclub for adults. There is a lot of filth that goes on, a lot of sexual stuff that goes on. And backstage, there's a lot of nudity, sex, and drugs. Okay? So I don't think that this is an avenue you would want your child to explore. They could explore dressing up at home like we all did, like all gay boys did. We all dressed at home and we had a great time. We had a great time with our girlfriends, putting on makeup, trying on clothes, things like that.
I can see the look on Pop's face. He's like, I'm picturing it. Can we turn it off now? But the point remains, and it's absolutely valid. This is the kind of entertainment that is meant for consenting adults who know what they're getting into. It is not for children.
No, it's not for kids.
And I don't care if you dress it up in a rainbow-colored monkey costume and put a dishwasher-safe male appendage on the front. It's ridiculous.
I would go absolutely berserk if they were trying to do this shit, and I had young kids today.
Oh, yeah.
I would go berserk.
This is how you create rooftop Koreans of all races, colors, and creeds.
Yeah, this is not good shit right here.
No. It is bad news bears. And apparently it just they're like running around. And there was more than one. There was the main dude, and then there was this, and then there's the frog lady. I'm not even sure what the hell to make of this, but it's...
Oh, I don't... That's in England. I don't care. If they want to run around in public and they're not naked, I don't care. It looks weird, whatever. Don't touch me. Stay away from me. I'm fine.
Yeah. Mandinga Arts tweeted, "We apologize for the offense caused while raising awareness of the reading campaign by Redbridge Libraries on 10 July. Now, you're only apologizing because you got caught. We never intended to offend residents. No, you intended to keep it a secret. We respect everyone's individual opinion with no offense to any part. Actions are being taken. More information to follow."
Yeah, shut up. All right, first of all...
And then this comes from the main page of the website. Pigs in bondage gear, references to stroking each other. WTF. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So, like I said, they're only apologizing because they got caught. Clearly, this is something that they just do on the regular.
Yep.
Try to corrupt and screw with your kids' heads.
Well, they want to induct your kids to become pedophiles or be victims to pedophiles.
Yeah, they are trying to normalize something that we all know to be vile and evil. That's why they're an anagram of each other.
Absolutely correct.
Makes my skin crawl, man.
I just can't believe the Western world has fallen this low.
Oh, and it's only getting worse all the time, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's only getting worse. And the funny thing is that they can't claim ignorance to this because stories like this exist. Second, Gretchen Whitmer story hour.
Yep.
Reader exposed as a Joe Pedo. It's been discovered that a second Houston Public Library, Gretchen Whitmer, was convicted of multiple assaults against young children.
A philoped.
A philoped, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's shocker. And you know what? You're literally letting these predators into the henhouse.
Yep.
Listen, the philopeds do not think clearly. They are delusional. They're one-minded, and you can't rehabilitate them.
No.
And you're having them around your kids in this crazy, suggestive way. This is a lynching in the happening.
I mean, we all used to agree that exposing yourself to children was bad.
Uber bad.
Now you have to compliment the woman on how nice and long his penis is.
Yeah, I would not going to have
brave and beautiful.
I am not going to have a good time with that.
No. That's why this is your daily lump of vomit, ladies and germs.
Yeah, and we really can't get nasty on this. I mean,
No.
we were thinking about it. I don't want to get on the strike.
Yeah, but we're getting a little nasty, but we're gonna keep it.
We're gonna dial it back.
We're gonna dial it back a
Dial
bit,
it back.
and we're gonna go to this last story, which really skirts the line of everything that makes me question my sanity. This was sent over to us this morning in the Louder with Crowder newsletter. Transgender couple attempts breastfeeding and science and biology get in the way. Now, this is
What is going on?
This is the thing that is truly important to note here. Okay. This here is a man biologically born a woman. This here
So it's a him, she, and a shim.
is a woman biologically born a man.
So that's a shimp. The other one's a him, she.
This person here was the birthing person for the little mosaic of dots here in the middle.
Okay.
Fathered or birthing person injected by this stunning and brave individual here. So let me recap. You have two people who have completely overhauled their bodies cosmetically and injected themselves with hormones that their bodies were not naturally born to produce, getting together and still having heterosexual relations to produce a child. So they obviously know how that works.
Well, yeah.
But this person still expects to be able to produce milk.
And it's got to be chemically done. That kid's not good for a kid.
No, it can't even be chemically done.
Yeah.
Because you can create the look, but not the actual ducts and glands and things that actually produce that. No amount of estrogen.
I did not need to hear that. I did not need to hear that.
I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
Ah.
Oh, God. This is just terrible.
Like I said, I'm totally fine with people doing whatever the hell they want to do in their lives. It's no skin off my ass. It's when you involve children that I have a problem. That is when I take issue.
That is so messed up.
Anything else, it's fine. That's why that's why I totally don't care about the war on drugs. Get rid of it. Most of these people don't make life, unless you're making life difficult for other people.
Who cares?
Do you. We don't care.
Yeah.
And most of these people don't rob their families blind. Some do. And those are the ones that should go to jail. But the rest of them, who cares?
Yeah, that's just nuts, man.
If Fentanyl Floyd wants to have a freak out in the front seat before he, plays, take a knee with the local cops, it's fine. I don't care.
Oh, my God. But,
And by the way, he's
weird.
he's 1 year and 1 month sober.
That's fucked up. Dude, that is rough, man.
I'm sorry. Just the way your mother likes shit, Trebek. I said I wouldn't be nasty to these people. I didn't say I wouldn't be nasty. Just saying.
Well, I thought that was...
And of course, I love this gift from Family Guy here.
Yeah. I remember watching that episode. I was just like, ugh.
I love this. The baby has been able to latch, but I have not been able to produce any milk. That's okay because I'm going to supplement the feeding with formula so that my baby is still getting the nutrients they need, but I'm still feeling hopeful.
Okay.
You go right ahead.
Good luck with that.
You go right ahead. See, this is what happens when you throw biology out the window and replace it with feelings.
Yeah.
You get people who clearly understand or instinctively know how their plumbing is supposed to work, but
They can't. They don't want to follow the rules.
they just throw it out the window as soon as something comes on.
Yeah, I mean, that's right, because feelings don't follow reality.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not going to work.
Ugh. Yeah,
Oh,
we need
my
to. We can't say too much more about this without going over the line.
Okay. Are we at the end of the hour? Do you want to do some super chats and then?
We are approaching the end of the hour. We could do some super chats, and then we're going to. Well, we can talk a little bit about the Biden stuff
Okay.
if we have time.
All right.
But because there's a few things before we get to the real gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go into some coincidental territory that I'm positive Susan would not want us to talk about. And we're going to try to be as careful as we can. We're going to jump over to Streamlabs here first. And check it out. Here we got Polska Bob. Of course, first donation of the night, as always. Thank you, sir. Gentlemen, as per usual, beer monies. Blake, enjoy the straws. Remember, throw more than one. Yeah, you're getting better at dodging and blocking, bastard. You got to sharpen Pop's skills. He's getting old and fat. Hashtag Fat Punisher.
You're funny. Hey, Mecca.
Two at a time. Let's do it. Go. Whoa. Oh, ah.
You missed me.
I swear, man, that computer's like a shield.
Ha ha.
Son of a bitch. And I'm the one who told you to bring it, man. Cock blocked myself. Golden LSR with a $5 donation. Beware, Blake, as this video will rob you of your will to live. Things are insane, and I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Anywho, looking forward to a good stream. Take your word for it, and we'll watch it later.
Yeah.
We already lost our will to live once tonight.
We can't put that on here.
Yeah, when you see the BitChute video that we have linked later on.
Whoa. It was very disturbing.
Very disturbing. Sasquatch with a $10 donation. First day off in 2 months and officially debt-free, so I'm going to celebrate with you, all with 3 fingers of Glenfiddich 12. Thanks, guys, for helping keep men as sane as possible in this clown world.
Nothing like drinking poison.
Darn tootin'. Shark Dentures with 2 donations back-to-back. Popp 2021. The whole environment is fluid. Gender fluid. Ew. No. That's because the nuclear family is the biggest threat to any centralized control.
Absolutely correct.
Yep. The nuclear family, and then second place to that is religion. That is why China is
Cracking down
and crushing, and in some cases, group struggling with Christian women in that country. Some of the crap that they do.
They're doing it with the Uyghurs.
Yeah, they're doing it with virtually all the women.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Especially the Christian women, because they tend to be a little more devout. They're like using stun guns on their no square and things like that. Ugh.
That's messed up.
On Texas time, would Popp be open to paid consultant work regarding BOL site security in case of a zombie apocalypse? It would require travel to Texas.
I don't know. You have to send me an email. We'll think about it.
Jackal the Emperor with a $1 donation. That men's recovery cuddling group is 2 years old. Well, it has something in common with 2-year-olds. Whiny, naive, weak, and full of shit.
Absolutely correct.
Yep. Shark Dentures. Those parents are cowards. They endanger their own children just to avoid being called istophobes. I like that.
I prefer being called an istophobe.
I like that istophobe thing, though. We gotta write that down.
I know. I've been saying that for about a year now. Istophobe. We should put it on a shirt.
I am proud to be an istophobe.
I'm an istophobe.
Who would want that shirt? Proud to be an istophobe. Let us know.
Comments below.
Dynaside 13, 1 of 2. Another thing that shouldn't exist, the fact that the Navy is so cucked and incompetent now that a whole report had to be made on it. My grandfather, 5 of his brothers, and his uncle all joined the Navy. The Navy is what enabled my family to enter the... Still waiting on part 2 of 2.
Well, the thing is with the Navy, nowadays, I mean, the Navy's is it super dangerous? No.
No.
It can be dangerous at times, but the World War II Navy, oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
that was pucker up. You could die at any moment.
Yeah.
even the merchant marines. And 5 minutes later, you can be like, "Wow, I'm in the ocean now. This did not go well."
We got a Jennifer Molesky in the chat. How
All
you
right.
doing, Jen? She was so sure that our fans were going to hate on her. I'm like, no, baby, they love you. What are you talking about? That was a good stream, too. Dynaside 13's second chat came in here. The Navy is what enabled my family to leave the farm. My father joined in the 80s. I wanted to join if college didn't work, but the head meds screwed me up too much. I regret never taking the oath, but it looks like I got lucky avoiding the woke cowardice that has infected it.
Unfortunately, it's affecting the entire service.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You might have got a pass on that.
Yeah, you might have dodged one bullet, but a lot of other people got hit. Monet shot. How many of these cross-dressers were touched as children, and now they think it was a good thing? After all, that worked out so well for them. It's being kind to pass that joy forward. Ooh, mean, but true.
Yeah, I would say that's true. There's something going on there. I mean, they're living a delusional. That's a delusional
Just a
life.
bit. Sasquatch. After that article of the them with a baby, I've decided to now drink the other half of my bottle of Glen 12 and hope that the memory is forever burned out.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Jimmy Bones. I know I'm supposed to take notes for the editors, but damn it, Blake, my brain pan short-circuited and I need to drink it back to proper running speed. You know what?
I like it.
I don't blame you at all, and that's why I've got the peach. So drink with me, Jimmy, if you got him.
All right.
Good stuff. I heard one of them come through over at MGTOW.tv. Kiddo Ninja 00. Hey, Pop, did you use your chill philosophy with Dina and other female officers when they pushed you to the knuckle to the face limit?
Yes, actually, I did. Yeah, and I'll be covering that in administrative violence.
It is important to keep your chill.
Yeah.
Especially when, there's whamming around and equal lefts to go with the equal rights is still frowned upon
Yes.
in everyday society.
If I should run into that woman in the real world, I would probably kick her ass.
Oh, really? Oh, she's on your beat on sight list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
All
woman is
right.
an evil bitch.
Dapper Sapper is hot on his gift game over at D Live. Thank you for joining us tonight, good sir, along with the 28 other viewers. At least that's what it was in the last comment that they sent us over there. I didn't know we had 120 some odd people following us on D Live.
Really?
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We always appreciate it. We are not worthy of any of these donations, but we, try to put them back into the work and make better content for you guys. Jumping on over to YouTube, Taras Wertelecki, or Wertelecki if it's German. How much time do you think before the U.S. turns into a two-way rifle, machine gun, and artillery range with everyone stuck in the middle?
Yeah, they keep asking me that. It's going to require a big thing to happen. That's going to basically that the people are going to make fuck this. What that is, I don't know, but that could be any time from a week to 3 years.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see.
We hit 900 on YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in. That's just 200 more than we actually managed to hit on the backup channel, Be Still My Beating Heart. It still kind of cracks me up. It's a good one. Thank you all for tuning in. Smash that like button and share this one out if you can. And don't forget to check the description at the end of this stream on YouTube because we're still going to be talking on new tech.
Yep.
Evil Zombie Toe. And people keep asking me why I left that country, meaning South Africa.
Well, they want to confiscate all the farms, and Zimbabwe did the same thing, and then they promptly starved.
Yeah.
And they're still starving today.
Yep. Jail. Uh-oh. Reaper01 is he's like sequel baiting. He dropped a $5 donation. Prepare for part 10 of Wango Tango on Thursday.
All right.
Buy the strong stuff because it has 3 parts. And did you get my prepper email to join? It is a Proton Mail address.
It's on the list.
On the list, good sir. Tony Soprano, watch the documentary Fluoride, Poison on Tap.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I know all about that one, too. Between the fluoride and the estradiol, we're Bunch of
Prozac.
brainwashed, brainwashed chicks.
Yeah, it's not good.
Damn it. Albatross, this hugging group sounds humiliating.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Just a little.
Dubmaster 012, male cuddling, suspicion points over 9,000.
No, I think we're going to have to go to home and confirmed on that.
Yeah, we're going confirmed on
Yeah,
that one.
it's a home and confirmed.
El Snows, what's next? Are they going to teach munging to kids?
Ah! God damn it, that's terrible.
Damn it.
You miss me.
I'm going to get you. It's going to happen. You keep that little shield there all you want.
Uh-huh.
You're just forcing me to hone my skills.
All right.
Cheating bitch. Jaffa on the bound with a $9.99 donation. My ex-girlfriend is trying to take my twins away and say they don't exist. I'm not going to sit here and have a cry session about it. I'm going to ruck up and get my kids back. Acta non verba.
Yeah. Don't lay down.
No, don't take that shit laying down. That's what she does.
Those
If
are
you know
your
what I mean.
Those are your kids, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm not playing those games.
Yeah, we got Mr. T in the chat. That's always fun. I pity the fool. Veteran Reloaded. Soon all public school teachers will be manual transmission clowns.
I'm going to have to agree.
Yeah.
If we don't take steps to fix it, it's only going to get much worse.
Mike Hunt. I always make sure that I enunciate that one whenever he donates. Fun fact, men can lactate if dopamine drops in estrogen and prolactin spikes. Yeah, it's called galactorrhea. It does happen, but it is not something that you can trigger.
And you can't feed a kid off it. It's not that much.
No. And it's not going to have the same
No, you
stuff,
don't
I
want
don't
to
believe.
feed your kid that. I mean, stop it. That's just disgusting.
Yeah, and until then, it's literally just a baby sucking on a nipple, and some people might call that abuse.
Abby, you say.
Abby normal. Abby, you see. Oh, shit. That's got to go in the brain, dude.
Abby,
Abby, you see. I don't know why that just struck a chord all of a sudden. I just find that hysterically funny.
It is. What are you going to do?
Jennifer Molesky, we love you, honey, with a $10 donation. I should ask her what her favorite voice is, so I know. Thank you for showing that info that is illegal to share. It's all illegal on YouTube.
What? The trans stuff is illegal to share? We can talk.
I don't know which one in particular she's talking about. Shoot
Yeah.
me a text, Jen.
As far as I know, we can talk about that stuff on YouTube without getting in a lot of trouble.
Oh, Crowder does it all the time. That's not why he gets banned.
No, but I mean, we can't talk about.
We're not trying to, crush anybody's spirit. We're not saying that you can't do you. You go right ahead. We don't care if
don't
you're a
involve
manual.
children.
Yeah, we don't care if you're a manual transmission. We don't care if you're a drag queen that goes off and does that stuff. That's totally fine.
Like
It's not my idea of entertainment, but it's fine.
when I was a young child, like in the 4th, 5th grade, in the summertime when it was really stupid hot, I'd go hang out at the Oak Park Library,
Yeah.
and read books all day and hang out in the AC.
Yeah.
The last thing I wanted to see in there.
Yeah, rainbow monkey penis face.
Yeah, I mean, if you even dropped a book in there, they'd come in. They'd be like, shh, shh, shh. How I mean, they were on it, man.
Yeah. Now you got dudes in skimpy dresses twerking on little kids' laps.
Does not need to happen.
No.
That needs to stop.
Go. Hey, we got a Jeffrey Paul in the chat too, the man who wrote the song that you all enjoyed during the countdown. How you doing, good sir?
I like that music.
Yes, it's good stuff. And he has given us permission to use more of his music in our videos. So
All right.
we may have like a whole Jeffrey Paul theme going on the various episodes. He's a good man. Bar One Studios. Thoughts on the growing situation in South Africa? Well, we covered it first thing in the stream, but we can do a quick recap if you want, Pop.
Well, okay. No food, no money, no work. Closing down the farms. White people bad. Things are breaking down. Pandemonium is up. Chaos is now blooming. And cats and dogs.
Living together, mass hysteria.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
I couldn't have said it any better.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Oh, good times, great oldies.
I called my buddy who works for the State Department. He's like, I'm looking into it.
I'm looking into it, man. Don't worry about it. All right, we can cover a couple more of these articles, and then we're going to have to sign off of YouTube and go over to New Tech. So if you guys have not yet checked out the links in the description, you will see links to 5 other sites that we're going to be streaming on after this stream
How many
ends.
viewers do we have now?
We are currently rocking 890 viewers. Oh, just jumped to 897,
How
so
many
almost
likes do we
an
have?
even 900. Huh?
Only 600?
Oh, just about to hit 600 likes. Just hit 917. We need 917 likes.
You guys are slipping, man.
You need to smash that like it just offered you a bottle of booze after prom.
Didn't work for me.
Just
saying.
That didn't work for you?
Nah.
With
You
that being
got
said,
money.
I always love hearing that sound. Thank you very much over there at MGTOW.tv. It's time for Pop's second favorite graphic.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
I hate that one, man.
It's time for Hiding with Biden. And of course, the good news just keeps on coming all over your face, neck, back, and thighs. Consumer prices surged much higher than expected in June, and this was after 9% inflation in April and May.
Yep.
We are currently sitting at the highest rates of inflation that we have had since 1991.
Yeah. Get ready for it to get much worse.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Globalist Puppet. He's so busy trying to figure out how to put his own shoes on. He's screwing us in the poop hole.
That's exactly what's happening.
Oh, this is bad. Core inflation, which excludes the volatile food and energy categories, rose 0.9% compared with 12 months ago and 0.9% compared with May. The consumer price index rose 5.4% compared with a year ago, the Department of Labor said Thursday. And the CPI being 0.9%, it doesn't sound like much, but that's nearly twice what is expected.
It's only going to get worse, man.
Yep. We're screwed.
Yes, we are.
We are screwed. And this guy just keeps doubling down. His administration, every time you think that they're actually going to have to be held accountable for something, it's like they want to divert the asshole train to another station. It's like, oh, no, we're not screwing up over here. Look how big we're screwing up over here.
We can do it much better over there. Jesus Christ.
Don't look at that train wreck. Look at this one that's still in progress.
Yeah. I don't listen, I'm not a I am not listen, I did financial stuff for a long time, but I'm not an economist. All I can say is what's coming down the pipe, if it's not corrected, it's going to be bad.
Bad. It's going to be real bad. And I hope that this is really bad for our most popular president ever. Secret Service records validate the authenticity of Hunter's emails. Laptop's content confirms Joe Biden was a direct beneficiary of his son's deals.
Really?
Um,
Yeah. And you know what? You're not going to see that on the mainstream media anywhere.
no, they're going to bury it just like they buried the initial story.
Yep. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I mean, they blanketed the airways with lies for 4 to 5 years about a duly elected president. And then they decided to ban even mainstream media sources for telling the truth.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I-
insidious when you think about it.
Oh, did you hear what's going on with the BBC?
Not the kind that shows up when
No,
you
no, the
turn
one
the
in
safe
England.
search parameters off.
In England, the BBC. Apparently over there you got to pay like a tax, for the TV tax, to pay for the BBC.
Okay.
Last year, 700,000 people called in and said, F off, we're not paying this anymore.
Yeah!
And the same thing's happening over here because the ratings are going in the toilet. Because
Perfect.
most of the people are like, this is such propaganda. This is not the news.
Yeah, screw you and your ORNPay acronym, BBC. Secret Service records validate the authenticity of fortification is that?
What are you doing?
That wasn't me.
We got some feedback somewhere?
I guess. Where the hell did that come from?
in
Whoa.
England, the BBC.
Okay.
Apparently over
What
there
is
you
going
gotta
on?
pay like
Oh,
a
hi, Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
Odyssey started flipping out on me, man. We got 96 people watching. We just hit 100 people on Odyssey. First time ever.
Nice.
Outstanding. Thank you all very much for tuning in on New Tech, because this is where we're going to be when the shit hits the fan.
The fan hits the shit.
The fan hits the shit. Welcome back to Chief Kick-a-Bitch of the Slap-a-Ho Nation is one of my favorite screen name on that site. He says he doesn't mean to come off as arrogant when commenting during the last live stream. Like, no, dude, seriously.
That was good shit, man.
We will forgive everything
That
just
screen
because of
name.
that screen name.
That screen name is good.
It is gold.
That's good shit.
Absolute gold. Let's take a look into this article a little bit deeper here. Balls deeper, you might say. With your niece's feet wrapped around it. Peter Schweitzer, the president of the Government Accountability Institute, went on the Hannity show on Monday night to discuss his organization's investigation into their copy of Hunter Biden's laptop. Schweitzer confirmed what months of evidence have established as obvious. Joe Biden uses his influence to enrich his family and was a direct beneficiary of his son's foreign cash grabs across the globe.
I'm not surprised.
Shocker.
Yeah, listen, I can almost guarantee you. Well,
Yep.
the Clintons, the Bushes, like everyone up until even probably even Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Were probably dipping their beak.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
The big guy.
Yeah.
The big guy. Of course, Hunter Biden hasn't denied it, but there is no question that the laptop emails that we have possession of are 100% accurate and correspond directly with existing material. The information is devastating. And didn't they do a poll where if people had known about this, if the media and the big
30%
tech
of the
companies
people would not have voted for what's his face if they had known this.
Yeah, 30% of people. And even with the ice cream social shenanigans, that still would have been enough to overcome the gap.
Yes, I mean, you're talking about the waffle cone.
Yeah, the
Express?
mysterious waffle cone dump at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I
Yeah.
understand.
I mean,
All right, we're
everyone loves a good 4 a.m. Neapolitan.
Yeah, we're coming close to the line. Let's keep going.
Munging.
God damn it.
What, man? It's my job to
Listen,
mess
you know
with
I'm recovering from being sick. Don't push me over the edge. Like, for those of you that don't know, like, the last time we had to like, stop right at 10,
Yeah, I gotta go, man.
I
I
was
can't do
literally
it.
was on the verge of vomiting. I was so sick.
The last article that we're going to cover before we cover the last of the YouTube Super Chats and head on out.
Oh, yeah.
This is a brand new story. This is just geniusly stupid. Lawless Texas Democrats escaped to Washington, D.C. on a private jet, maskless with a crate of beer, because rules are for little people. 58 Democrat members of the State House of Representatives fled Texas to Washington, D.C. in order to block Republicans from advancing new voting laws through a special session of the legislature.
Yep. They all need to go. I'd throw them in jail for a year. Every single one of them.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
under the Texas Constitution, lawmakers risk arrest by fleeing town during a special legislative session. And Governor, I think his name is Abbott, has already announced that he is going to pursue prosecution of every single one of these mother fornicators as soon as they come back.
Good.
Good. Screw them.
I would love to see them get hammered.
And what's the problem? What are they so against? Democrats are furious about voter ID laws and regulation on ballot boxes and harvesting. Today's Democrats know they must cheat to win.
What? Oh, yeah. You know. Like, we're just saying that is what the article says.
Yep. That's what we're reading this
We're
verbatim.
reading it off of the Gateway Pundit.
Yes.
I cannot express my opinion on this until after we leave this stream.
You notice something a little funny about
They're all
all of
chicks.
these? Yeah, they're all chicks.
They're all split tails.
Wow.
Has everyone noticed this? That there's a lot of liberal women that are just so weak in the head. They
I think there's a few dudes in the back, but they're hiding.
are they like women? They're women. They're women by proxy.
Yeah. Or maybe they identify as women. I mean,
Who knows?
that's all you need, right?
Yeah. You know what? They need to get rid of. They all need to be fired and have a special election replaced.
Yeah, I mean, you can identify as a woman and then just go walking, parading with your twigs and berries hanging out in front of little girls.
Well,
and
I'm just
stunning and
saying.
brave. Stunning and brave.
You're a member of the government of Texas.
Yeah.
And you say fuck it and leave town. No, you don't need to be doing that job.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Is bullshit.
No, you go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Their seat should be forfeit.
Yeah. And once you go to prison, I hope somebody gropes
there
your
needs
community.
to be a special election for every single one of them.
Yeah, bye-bye.
For a replacement.
F off.
That is just, oh my God.
No get out of jail free card, and if you get sent to the big house, nobody is going to bust a load on your community
And
chest.
I listen, I hope the governor just doesn't play nice. He
No.
just tells the prosecutor, max them out, jury trial, fuck them.
Done. They're vile.
Yep.
Vile. Absolutely vile. We don't want fair elections. Weh? How dare you? Black people don't have IDs. Never mind the fact that, you take a look at this picture.
All right. We're getting close to the edge.
I'm just saying that the entire argument that, this discriminates against people of color. Like, I'm sorry, black people don't have IDs. They don't have driver's licenses.
You need to get an ID to buy a gun. You need to have ID to go in the bar and get a drink.
Yeah,
you need to have an ID to buy cigarettes.
Yeah. You need to have an ID to buy NyQuil.
And Benadryl, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I buy Benadryl to help me sleep, and they're like, what's your ID? I'm like, what? Really? Well,
Yeah.
people are cooking this in the meth, and I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm just going to take this to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But just think about it. They don't want ID for deciding the future of the country.
Yeah.
But they're totally cool with you having to produce ID for all this other shit that affects only you.
Correct.
It
It
makes me want to go out to the hen house just so I can hear a great big fuck, fuck, fuck up.
I mean, this is just crazy.
Ugh. Y'all can.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
With that being said, I think it's time for Popp to take a urinary break, and we are going to terminate the YouTube stream.
Before we get off this stream, how many people we have watching to the end?
Oh, you know what? We still have to read the rest of the super chats on YouTube.
How many we have left?
We have 861 people still watching.
Okay.
So we'll read the rest of these YouTube super chats here, and then we're going to take a quick pee break so that Popp can go,
Pee?
empty, 5 fluid ounces of, booze out of his body. And
just because I was born with a squirrel bladder, I can't help it, man.
it's my job to give you shit, man.
I know. It's all right, though.
Hugh Janus.
Hugh Janus.
Hugh Janus. My favorite fit yellow Punisher. No rainbow. Here are some shekels for laundry. Any thoughts on Dems' mess in Texas? We just talked about it. Why Dems don't see that they are destroying the U.S.? I feel like we are driving off a cliff.
We are. And they're not going to, when it finally goes critical, they are not going to like the outcome.
And they're not going to take responsibility for it. Because their whole job description is to create a problem and then complain about it.
Hey. If I'm still sucking air, they're not going to skate. That's not going to happen.
Amen.
I'll be like, oh, no. You're not gaslighting the popster. No. We got something for your ass.
Yeah, we do. Cabragoon Cabulus, just want to say that I'm still here enjoying and cheers. Welcome back, sir. I haven't seen you on the chat for a while. It's good to have you back.
Smurf them.
Iapetus. Queer. Queer. Questioning upcoming entrance exam rectally.
Write that down and put it on a...
Questioning upcoming entrance exam rectally.
Copy that and put it on a text file.
Amen to that.
That's got to go in the comedy file.
That's going in the brain, I think.
Comedy file.
James Rankin, Operation Mount Guardian and ruraltraining.org 433.
Okay.
Operation Mount Guardian. Do you want me to...
That's in Texas?
I will screen grab it so that we can check it out later. All right, and that does it for the YouTube Super Chat. So we're going to show you guys the Forever Slouchy here on this channel while Popp goes and takes care of his business.
Okay.
And then we're going to be right back on New Tech.
Oh, come on, one-eyed Wonder Worm. You used to watch me brush my teeth every day.
I'm angry at you.
Why?
Well, if you don't know, I'm certainly not gonna tell you.
Oh, no, so you're going full chick on me now, I see.
Look, I only got one good eye. I'm not wasting it looking at your ugly face.
Bro, that's so cold, man.
No, you know what's cold? Getting the Fauci ouchie without even consulting me first.
So what are you gonna do now? Do the forever slouchy?
Yep, Space Ghost is on.
Hey, man, that's my line. Jesus Christ.
And now, performing another classical work, the Great Wackarotti.
Oh God, this is making me burp like a mother. I'm going out.